Until recently, nearly all businesses in Cuba, including restaurants, were run by the state. The decor was generally basic and the service was, let's say, interesting. And the food? Well, the food. There's a lot to be said for Cuban cuisine. It's easy to prepare, it's cheap, it's extremely filling, and it's very nutritious. What it's not, however, is very exciting. But all that is changing. There have been paladares or privately run restaurants in Cuba for some time, but there were only a few and they kept a low profile. Now, with President Raúl Castro partially loosening the state's hold on the Cuban economy, they're spreading across Havana.
When we make a dessert or main course, we say that's how our grandmothers or mothers used to make it. It's traditional. But food here has been getting much better. There's more variety, more ingredients.
Erasmo Hernandez is the owner of one of the new wave of restaurants, Mama Inés, in the heart of old Havana. He fought in the Cuban Revolution and then became chef to former President Fidel Castro. Brother and sister Hector and Nuris Higuera Martinez are at the forefront of the boom in Havana's cuisine. They're meeting at her place, the Atelier, while he runs La Chansonnière, one of Havana's best established paladares.
People are trying new dishes, experimenting, visiting different restaurants with different styles, different dishes. It's a gastronomic revolution.
They offer top-quality cuisine for a discerning clientele, mostly foreign tourists and the Cuban elite with access to hard currency. These customers, with access only to the Cuban peso, are unlikely ever to dine at a paladar.
Our product has a high value, which makes it expensive for Cubans. Most of our customers are tourists, diplomats. It's mostly foreigners that you see in the paladares.
French and Spanish haute cuisine, sophisticated sushi, fashionable coffee shops, and the best of Cuban traditional dishes are whetting appetites, educating palates, and feeding the burgeoning tourist industry. But come mealtime, and it's still that well-cooked staple of the Cuban diet, a simple plate of rice and beans that most here tuck into. Daniel Schweimler, Al Jazeera, Havana.